Hey everybody, Lauren Cohen here again. Welcome back to my channel where I show you everything I know about how to unleash your soul through the power of jazz. That's a little clip of something I posted to my socials a few weeks ago, and we're going to dig into that today. I got a lot of questions from people about what I'm playing here and people wanting a transcription. Now there is a free PDF of this first 16 bars of transcription in the description box below that you can grab by clicking there. And as always, if you like what you're seeing in these videos, please remember to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. So before we break down everything I'm doing in this 16 or 17 bars here, let's check out the whole clip in its entirety. Okay, so let's have a look at the first few bars here. Let's have a look at the first 4 bars of what I'm playing on this tune. So everything I'm playing here is over a minor 2-5 going to the key of C minor. So we have D minor 7 first, our first chord. And then for G7, I'm playing an altered dominant there. Basically just G7 flat 9 is sometimes hinting at G altered. And then I'm going to straight C minor. Okay, so one of the differences here is that in the traditional minor 2-5 for the minor section, for the minor chord, I'll be playing a half diminished chord, but in this case, I just played a minor 7, straight minor 7 chord. And in this first bar, I'm just simply outlining the first 4 notes of a D minor pentatonic sort of sound. Okay, and then on the G7 chord, to bring out this altered dominant sound, I do something that I love doing whenever I want to bring out an altered dominant, which is playing a minor 6th pentatonic scale or a minor 7th pentatonic scale a half step above the root. So in this case, our root is G, G7 flat 9, G7 altered, and I'm basically sort of outlining A flat minor 6 / A flat minor 7th pentatonic. Starting on that A flat down to F, our 6th, D flat, and then our minor 3rd, B natural, C flat. Really when I'm talking about A flat minor 6th, A flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F. Great sound. And in this case, I do throw that F natural in there, so I'm kind of playing on both minor 6th pentatonic and minor 7th pentatonic. And then the C minor, our 1 chord, I'm really just sort of outlining and riffing on a G natural minor scale. So G natural minor, but over that C, it's a great sound. And then moving into the next phrase, starting on the 6th bar, I start with this pickup, A natural, and I basically play, I'm sort of outlining the first 4 notes of an F major pentatonic. F major pentatonic and D minor pentatonic are the same thing. So in this case, as opposed to playing D minor pentatonic, I'm sort of riffing off of this idea of F major pentatonic. And when we move to this G7 chord, I do something I love doing. I basically am playing off of a pentatonic scale, a minor 3rd above the root. So again, G7 is our 5 chord here. If I use B flat minor pentatonic, that gives us all the alterations we can have on this chord. We get B flat, D flat, B flat is our sharp 9, D flat is our sharp 11, E flat is our sharp 5, F natural is our 7th, and then we get A flat, which is our flat 9. So we get all of our alterations there. But instead of just playing B flat minor pentatonic, I play off of the major pentatonic. B flat minor pentatonic and D flat major pentatonic are the same thing. So I go up to D flat and I play this little lick that you'll actually hear a lot of horn players and guitar players play. Okay, really just off of D flat minor pentatonic. And then I slide step up a half step quickly, which is a cool thing to do, and we're improvising, so I play. Okay, just a half step up, same idea, outlining a pentatonic shape. And And this next section, I'm essentially just thinking C minor 7th arpeggio or C Dorian minor. C Dorian minor, same thing as B flat major. Really just thinking C Dorian minor with some little bebop chromaticisms, enclosing some of the chord tones with some chromaticism. So I start on that 9th. I start on D natural, which is a great sound. Work my way down, and then I enclose that E flat with some chromaticism, and then similarly a little chromatic enclosure around this G natural, and then finishing out the phrase. Remember, anytime you have a scale, it's just giving you the notes. It's just sort of giving you the alphabet. It's up to us to come up with our ideas. This idea is really more of a bebop sort of idea, using some chromaticism just wrapped around this basic frame, as it were, of C Dorian minor, or C minor 7th arpeggio. And then in bar 10 here, just simple stuff, no chromaticism, just coming straight from sort of a D minor pentatonic sound, starting on the 5th degree to the root, 9th, that E natural there, 7th, 1. And in our G7 chord here, what I'm doing is I'm taking a sound from the resolution, from C minor, and I'm basically playing that C minor sound on this G7 chord. Really what I'm doing is just outlining a simple C minor 6th sound. C, E flat, F, G, A. But I'm starting on the A. Okay? If we start that way, it almost sounds like we would call the scale an F dominant 7th pentatonic scale. F dominant 7th pentatonic and C minor 6th are really the same sound, but I'm superimposing the C minor sound on top of the G altered section, and it sounds really great. Playing a nice little phrase there. Okay, off of this idea of C minor 6th. And then for our resolution, when we get to C minor, I just keep blowing on this same idea, C minor 6th or F dominant 7th pentatonic. It's a great shape coming from simple materials, just C minor 6th, C minor 6th pentatonic, F dominant 7th pentatonic, but really gives us a real modern jazz sort of sound that's easily applicable to the bass. And then in this next section, finishing out the transcription that we have today, these last 3 bars, I just continue this same concept. So continuing playing this C minor 6th idea, C minor 6th pentatonic, or if you want to call it an F dominant 7th pentatonic scale, through this whole idea. So on our D minor 7 chord, I continue. Okay, just outlining, again, this C minor 6th idea, but starting from G. So G, A, C, E flat. All the notes that we have there from a C minor 6th scale. G, A, C, E flat, or C minor 6th chord, just starting from G. So I outline this whole sort of idea on that D minor 7 chord. And then in bar 15 and 16, just playing these same sort of materials. Just this C minor 6th concept again. Now here starting from the G natural. Okay, so as you'll see, this is a great way to just play one sound, C minor 6 or C minor 6 pentatonic, through this whole 2-5. Remember, the notes of C minor 6th are C, E flat, G, and A. And if we throw one more note in there, we get a C minor 6th pentatonic scale. C, E flat, F, G, A. C minor 6th pentatonic and F dominant 7th pentatonic are the same. F dominant 7th pentatonic is F, G, A, C, E flat. Again, F, G, A, C, E flat. Same notes as C minor 6th pentatonic. And we can play that whole sound through this 2-5. So that's it. As you can see, I'm really just using some very simple materials, and it just sounds really cool because I'm bringing out the color on these chords. I'm bringing out the alterations on that 5 chord and bringing out as much of the money notes on the other chords as I possibly can. Remember, you can grab your free transcription, the free PDF of this, in the description box below. Also, there's a link there to check out my instructional manual, New Shapes for Bass, if you haven't gotten that yet. That'll give you the what and the how of what to play on all our jazz chords that we have, with detailed fingerings on the bass, both upright bass and bass guitar. There's a link to that in the description box below. Until next time, practice well.